Here's a bombshell that could reshape the media landscape. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has reignited his long-standing feud with major news networks, this time calling for the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, to revoke the licenses of ABC and NBC. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump labels these networks as fake news and accuses them of being an arm of the Democrat Party. Is this a legitimate concern about media bias, or a dangerous overreach that threatens press freedom? Let's dive in. The spark of the controversy. In a fiery post on his Truth Social platform, Trump didn't hold back. He claimed that despite his very high popularity and what he called one of the greatest 8 months in presidential history, ABC and NBC have been relentlessly negative, with 97% bad stories. He went on to argue that their licenses should be revoked, stating they are so biased and untruthful. An actual threat to our democracy. And this isn't just a rant. It's a call to action that could have far-reaching implications for how news is regulated in the U.S. Why this matters. Trump's return to the political spotlight has brought back his contentious relationship with the media, a hallmark of his previous term. During his first presidency, he frequently labeled critical coverage as fake news and implemented changes that restricted media access to the White House. Now, in his second term, the pattern continues. But this time, he's taking it a step further by suggesting legal action against networks he deems biased. This raises a critical question. Should the government have the power to revoke media licenses based on perceived bias? And if so, who gets to decide what's fair? The role of media in democracy. Media outlets play a vital role in a healthy democracy by providing fact-checked information and holding those in power accountable. When Trump accuses networks of being biased, he's tapping into a broader debate about media integrity. However, his solution, revoking licenses, could set a dangerous precedent. If the FCC starts penalizing outlets based on political disagreements, it could chill free speech and limit the diversity of voices in the public square. And this is the part most people miss. Once you start down this road, where does it end? The financial angle. In another post, Trump questioned why ABC and NBC aren't paying millions of dollars a year in license fees. He argued that if they're not going to provide fair coverage, they should at least compensate for using valuable airwaves. This raises a separate but related issue. Should media companies pay more for the privilege of broadcasting? While this might seem like a fair trade, it could also create a pay-to-play system where only the wealthiest outlets survive. What's next? As we head into the 2026 midterm elections, Trump's poll numbers may be a factor in how aggressively he pursues this agenda. If his ratings dip, we could see even more attacks on the media as a way to rally his base. Meanwhile, the FCC, NBC, and ABC have yet to respond to Trump's claims. Newsweek reached out for comment, but as of now, the silence is deafening. Food for thought. Trump's proposal is a lightning rod for debate. On one hand, media bias is a real concern that deserves scrutiny. On the other, giving the government the power to shut down news outlets based on political disagreements is a slippery slope. What do you think? Is Trump's call to revoke licenses a necessary check on media power or a threat to press freedom? Let us know in the comments. This is one conversation that's just getting started.